Just
I'm recording.
All yours.
My name is Danielle Brantingham, Public Affairs Officer, 3rd Marine Expeditionary Force. Today, I extend my greatest condolences to the 12-year-old Okinawan girl whose name is being held in confidentiality and her family for the alleged abduction and sexual assault that occurred September 4th by 3 U.S. servicemen. Private First Class Rodrigo Harp, U.S. Marine Corps, 21 of Griffin, Georgia. Private First Class Kendrick M. Ledette, U.S. Marine Corps, 20 of Waycross, Georgia. And Seaman Marcus D. Gill, U.S. Navy, 22 of Woodville, Texas, were apprehended by American military authorities when they arrived at the front gates of base September 6th in their rented car. They have since been confined to the U.S. Marine Corps Joint Forces Brig at Camp Hansen in Okinawa, Japan. Due to the status of forces agreement and other related agreements, the United States will continue to maintain custody of the suspects until formal indictments are declared by Japanese authorities. I will now open the floor to any further questions you may have.
What evidence do we have that these three suspects committed this crime?
The underwear has been tested and has come back positive for victims' blood and the suspect's sperm.
What's the condition of the girl?
She is receiving the medical attention and the care that she needs to make a full recovery from the attack.
Do you know if a rape kit was performed?
Repeat that
Do
question.
you know if a rape kit was performed?
We are still under investigation at this time.
Where did the incident happen?
The incident happened out by, it happened in a beach.
But when?
When? I'm sorry. It happened on the 4th of September.
So why would they apprehend until the 6th?
They were, we were trying to find them at that time.
How did you know it was them?
We received news from a fourth military serviceman, and when he told us of the news, we went back and started the search for those 2 days.
So how was he involved?
He left for leave with them at the time, but returned as soon as he felt uncomfortable with the situation.
Was he a witness to this crime?
Not of the crime directly, no.
So what did he report then?
He reported that he wasn't comfortable with the situation and that he had heard some chatter of what they were planning on doing.
So it was premeditated?
Not exactly.
What would not be premeditated about it if they were talking about doing it beforehand?
He was not sure that it was actually going to happen, if they were going to sexually assault the girl or not.
And he told you who the people were when he came back before it happened?
Yes.
So why couldn't you find him and prevent it from happening?
Due to them renting a Japanese car at the time, they allegedly stayed in a hotel for those 2 days, and the hotel that they stayed at covered the cars under a garage, so it was impossible for us to find the car.
Do we have any other policies in place to track these gentlemen in case we need to recall them if something happens?
They did sign under protocol for their leave, and they reported their addresses as their own barracks number.
Just to follow up on that question, but if you do, if the military does a recall on the island to deploy, how do you get them back?
Unfortunately, I'm not sure what that answer is. I will get back to you on that question as soon as possible.
Who's gonna, go ahead.
Any of these guys married or they have their own children?
No,
What's the race of the gentleman?
African American.
So none of them have their own, any children of their own?
Not that I am aware of, no.
Are they being questioned by Japanese legal authorities?
Currently, yes, they are being questioned every day as well as U.S. authorities.
They're being held on base though.
Yes.
Why are we letting the Japanese authorities, who has lead in the investigation?
Under the SOFA Act, which is the Status of Forces Agreement, the U.S. is allowed to maintain custody of the suspects because they were initially contained by them.
So if we have custody over them, then why don't we just take over the investigation?
Because it was a Japanese girl who was the victim. And it happened off of base.
This is like the fifth or sixth Japanese girl this has happened to. Why does this keep happening?
We are trying as hard as we can to implement rules and enforce the seriousness of what the U.S. military stands for at this time, and we're trying as hard as we can to implement them.
Do we have any existing policy as far as educating these men, acclimating them to island life when they come to the base?
Can you reword the question, please?
Do we have any policy in place as far as education or training to acclimate these gentlemen to island life to prevent something like this from happening?
Other than the expectations of the U.S. military, not to my knowledge.
Since there have been other crimes like this by U.S. forces there, so it's been going on since we took over the island, since we won war in the Pacific, right?
Mm-hmm.
So would you say that there perhaps is a cultural problem within the Navy and the Marine Corps that says you can do this in an overseas environment because we're Americans?
Can you reword the question, please?
You think there's a cultural problem within the military services that says we can rape, pillage, and plunder just because we're Americans and we defeated you in the last World War?
I do not believe that. I think that we need to enforce the standards of the U.S. military better, and I think that we are working on that very diligently.
This is an all-volunteer force. Why is it we have to tell young men that they are not, that it's wrong to rape, let alone rape a child? What does that say about the all-volunteer force?
We will go into more depth on who we take. There has been no criminal records on these gentlemen, and because of that, it doesn't foresee anything happening in that sense.
Do you have any statistics as to previous crimes committed by servicemen on this island?
For sexual assault specifically, in 1993 there was only one case, and in 1994 there was three, and then 1995 we are currently dealing with the sole rape.
So if you look at a like population in the United States, for instance, those numbers seem fairly low. Do we really need to be concerned about this?
Yes, we do need to be concerned about this because this is not what the United States stands for, and this is not what the American people stand for as well.
Thank you. You're done.
Okay.
You went 2 minutes longer.
Really?